This is the Capital One SavorOne card, and this is the Capital One Venture X. And together, you are looking at what could be the best two-card setup for travel on the market, which is really strange because we pretty much never talked about using a no annual fee cashback credit card with a high annual fee travel card together. But the reason why this works so well is because the cashback you earn on the SavorOne side can be transferred over to Venture Miles on the Venture X side. In fact, I'm going to start this video by showing you exactly how that process works, and from there we'll be able to do kind of a semi-review of having these two cards together and why they work so well. So let's kick things off with the conversion of cashback over to miles. That way you can see how these two cards make a ridiculous combination. So the first step here is, of course, to log into your online Capital One account. And the next part here, pay very close attention because you must do this in the right order. Click on your SavorOne account first, not your Venture X. The reason why that's so crucial is because we cannot go from miles over to cashback. Capital One does not allow you to do that. You only must go from cashback over to miles. So it's a one-way street. That's why you want to begin with your SavorOne cash account. The next screen that appears shows you all the account details like your balance, your credit limit, and all those types of things, including your rewards. So what you want to do here is click on View Rewards, and then the screen that follows that one will give you a bunch of ways to use those rewards. So scroll down on that page a little bit until you see the option to Move Rewards. Once you select that option, you'll then see a pop-up window that says Share Rewards, along with your eligible accounts in a drop-down style menu. You can see on the top that I have my Venture card. That's the one with the $95 annual fee, followed by the Spark Cash Select on the business side and my Venture X. I can move my cashback from my SavorOne card to any of those three accounts. And if you also have the Venture One rewards card with no annual fee, that one also works too. So for this video, we're going to select the Venture X. Next, you can choose the total rewards to share, and you have an editable text field. So I currently have $95.18 of cashback on my SavorOne account. And if I redeem that full amount into miles, you'll see right below there it says that the $95.18 equates to 9,518 miles. Basically 1 cent per point or 1 cent per mile. And the beautiful thing here is that there's no minimum redemption requirement, nor are there any increment thresholds that you have to abide by. So if you want to transfer just 1 cent over to become 1 mile, you can do that. In fact, I will do that. So I typed in 1 cent. I then will click on the share button below that, and I immediately receive a confirmation that it was a successful transfer that was moved over to my Venture X. Such a powerful feature for those of you who are into the travel game, and not so much if you're into just cashback, as we'll see a little bit later in this video. But now let's go into the expected value that you might be able to get in the first year with some of those welcome bonuses if you were to apply for both of these cards and get approved. The welcome offers on these two cards as of early 2023 is currently $200 of cash back on the SavorOne, which can be converted over to 20,000 Venture Miles after you spend $500 on purchases in the first 3 months. And the Venture X will give you 75,000 miles after spending $4K in the first 3 months. The approximate average value here for the bonus on the SavorOne is $200 and up, and for the Venture X, it's $750 and up. And the annual fees are $0 for the SavorOne and $395 for the Venture X. And yeah, a $395 annual fee is not small, but again, you've got a bonus worth $750 and $200, so $950 in your first year just from the bonuses alone. That wipes out the annual fee really easily, more than twice. But you really won't even have to dip into that value at all once you see the ongoing rewards and the benefits and credits, which pretty much cover the annual fee anyway. When it comes to earning miles long term with this setup, the SavorOne is really impressive, again, especially considering it has no annual fee. So it has 10 miles per dollar on Uber and Uber Eats, 8 miles per dollar on Capital One Entertainment, 5 miles per dollar on hotels and rental cars when you book those through the Capital One travel portal. Then we've got triple mile per dollar categories and a bunch of useful areas, including dining, entertainment, that is everything outside of the Capital One portal, popular streaming services and grocery stores, and then 1 mile per dollar on all other purchases. And again, those are the mileage earning rates after converting from cashback. Otherwise, that would be 10% cashback, 8% cashback, etc. On the Venture X side, we've got 10 miles per dollar on hotels and rental cars via the Capital One portal, 10x on Turo bookings through May 16th of 2023, unless they decide to terminate or extend that promotion or partnership. Then 5 miles per dollar on flights via the Capital One travel portal, and double on all other purchases. You'll notice that I color-coded a couple of the rewards categories here, namely hotels in yellow and rental cars in green, because those are the two that overlap from these two card products. But of course, the Venture X has a much higher earning rate, literally double. So for those bookings with hotels and rental cars, you would want to use the Venture X. Now let's see what those rewards categories look like if we were to merge these two together. You'll have 4 spend categories, all of which earn 10 miles per dollar, although a couple do have expiration dates, so be sure to note those. Another one that earns 8 miles per dollar, another one that earns 5 miles per dollar, 4 more categories, all of which earn triple, and then your bare minimum base rate, which will be double on all the purchases, provided that you swap your Venture X card for those. I don't know about you all, but to me that combined reward structure is phenomenal, and it's going to be very hard to beat with other card products. Now, not only do these cards earn really well, but they also have some great redemption value for travel too. So let's take a look at some of that. Like most card issuers, Capital One does give you a variety of ways to redeem, but the 3 most common or popular ones are going to be travel via the transfer partners there at the top. Then following that, we have travel via the portal itself or as a statement credit. And then third will be cash back. Now for the SavorOne card, I put not applicable for all 3 of those because we're talking about the redemption of miles, not the redemption of cash back. So what you want to do here is, of course, again, take all that cash back you earn on the Savor side, convert it over to miles, and then redeem on the Venture X side of the equation. Once you do so, here are the values you can get for your miles. For transfer partners there at the top, the average figure, because it will vary based on one itinerary compared to another, will be around 1.7 cents per mile. Then via the portal, that's just a guaranteed flat rate of 1 cent. And for cash back, you only get 0.5 cents per mile. That's where you'd only get half the value for your cash back. So again, if you want to redeem for cash back, do not transfer over to the Venture X side ever. Only convert to miles for travel. I now interrupt my own video to bring you a very helpful message from our sponsor today, MAXREWARDS, which makes an app that makes it very easy for you to manage more than one card in one app. So check out what they have to offer if you're considering these 2 cards, or really any 2 cards that earn different types of rewards and you want to take the stress out of managing multiple cards. MAXREWARDS is an app that allows you to manage your credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place. This includes seeing when your bills are due, tracking your sign-up bonuses, monitoring your credit scores, and more. On the Activity tab, you can view the transactions across all your cards to easily see where you've been spending your money, including the value of the rewards you've earned across different categories. Then the Best Card tab helps you identify which card to use for different purchases. That way you can earn points or cash back even faster. And perhaps my favorite feature is the Benefits and Offers dashboard, which you can unlock with the gold level of MAXREWARDS. You might be familiar with Chase offers, Amex offers, Bank AmeriDeals, and others. Each time you sync the app, all of your offers will be activated automatically, including the hidden ones from Amex that you didn't even know about. In fact, my Amex Gold card showed 162 offers that were ready to go thanks to MAXREWARDS. So if you'd like to try MAXREWARDS, use the link down below in the description to get the gold level entirely free for your first month. All right, now let's take a look at the benefits that you'll be able to get if you have both of these cards together. By the way, as we quickly go through this list here, whenever you see a blue box next to one of the benefits, that means it comes from the Venture X. And if you see an orange box, that's coming from the SavorOne. And if you see them together, that's just kind of where they overlap. So up at the top, we have a $300 travel credit that is valid for use in the Capital One travel portal. And that alone is a great way to earn back like 76% of the cost of your annual fees alone. Below that, we have a $10,000 mile anniversary bonus that's worth at least $100 toward travel right there. Another $100 credit that can be applied toward TSA PreCheck or global entry applications. A bunch of great airport lounge access to Capital One lounges, Plaza Premium lounges, and Priority Pass lounges. A couple VIP hotel benefits through the Premier Collection directly from Capital One, and the Visa Infinite Luxury Hotel Collection as part of its partnership with Visa. We've also got got some VIP rental car benefits with Hertz, Avis, National, and Audi On Demand, plus an Uber One membership. That's one that only comes from the SavorOne side of the equation. That is valid through November 14th, 2024. You can also access Capital One travel, dining, and entertainment. You'll have no foreign transaction fees on either card that you decide to use abroad, and also free authorized users. So if you happen to travel often with family or friends or other people and you want to confer them with the gift of lounge access to the airports, having them be authorized users on the Venture X side can be extremely valuable, because that way they can get into all those same lounges on their own. And they also have their own guesting privileges. So if you as the primary cardholder can also bring in a couple of guests complimentary for no additional charge, so can the authorized users. I go over all the smaller details about how these benefits work in individual review videos, so check those out if you want to really get into more detail before you decide to apply for one. Now, as for those transfer partners, here's the current list that Capital One currently partners with right now. Airlines are on the left and hotels on the right. Feel free to pause this screen as long as you would like to look these over in more detail. Now, whether you're soaring at 35,000 feet or you decide to go do some shopping, of course, protections can be very valuable as well. If things kind of go a little bit wrong, you might be able to get some sort of reimbursements to help you cover some of those costs. So here's a list of the travel and retail protections. Again, I color coded these to show you which ones come from where and where they overlap. Just be aware though that the coverage levels, the deductibles, and all the fine print can vary quite a bit, because one's a Visa Infinite, another one is a World Elite MasterCard. And again, even those designations have their own tiers too. So first of all, feel free to pause this screen as well, as long as you would like to look over these different coverages. And if you want to get into the more fine print nitty-gritty details, for example, if your bag were to get lost, how much am I able to get covered? If I were to use my SavorOne or the Capital One Venture X or whatever, I'll also put the link down below in the description to the landing page that Capital One has of all the different card member agreements based on if it's going to be a MasterCard, a World MasterCard, a World Elite MasterCard, etc. And with all that said, we have now reached the end of the video, which is kind of strange to me, because normally when I do 2 or more cards in one video, it's more about a comparison to see which one you may want to apply for. But this video is actually not meant to be a comparison. Rather, it's more advocating why having both cards, not one or the other, is going to be a great setup for those of you traveling out there. Again, avoid this combo completely if you want to have a supercharged cashback setup. It makes no sense to pay high annual fees and have miles that are worth half their value for cashback. So again, if you're the travel type, you want to have those really fancy vacations, or even do some shorter, smaller trips domestically, this could be a great setup for you. Of course, with all those benefits, the credits, the rewards, and all that, even long term, Capital One did a great job making these 2 different types of products work well together. So if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. That way you never miss an awesome credit card upload. Also, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, to sign up for MAXREWARDS, which is a great app to manage multiple credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place, and to view my site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video. I hope it brought you some great value. I look forward to seeing you in my future videos, and while you're waiting on that next one, always remember that you are great.